Hey guys, good to see you all. I'm back. It's been a long time from my last video guys, and I think it's been 2 or 3 months from my last video. I don't know, but anyway, now since I'm back, I have a more plan for my video. Hope you guys excited for this, okay? So let me just make it very quick to just see what my plan is. I'm trying to create a website builder for my next video to grow my channel, okay? So we're gonna start with a really simple website builder of Laravel, and I'm gonna teach you how to create it very simple, guys. And just to mention this, guys, this is really simple. Not a perfect website builder like Webflow or WordPress or Wix, just a simple website builder, but still you will surprise about it. It's the same process of adding a text shadow, box shadow, and font size, everything. And because this is a basic start from this website builder, guys, I want to just start with the basic of this website builder that user want to add a box shadow, text shadow, just like I said. Now I'm going to teach you how to do it in a short time of a video, but after we create a really simple website builder of the video of that, we're gonna go for the master website builder, like using a Webflow and other thing. Now I'm just not gonna show this demo because I'm not finished in this website builder of this master of this, guys. And just started learning this ThreeJs because I want to create also 3D builder for user, so user can create this 3D without any coding, just just a 3D builder of this ThreeJs. I don't know if it's possible, but we're gonna see what happens, guys. Just don't forget to check out my next video, guys, and for detail and update and demo I will show you in the next video, guys. So, and yeah, this is my plan for starting, and don't forget to check out if you're interested to create something unique in 2024, okay? But anyway, and yeah, now let me just tell you what we're gonna build in this video, okay? So in this video we're gonna create this beautiful 3D. As you can see, we have a circle which is not real circle, but let's just say it's circle, guys. And this is a line of this 3D. As you can see, this is a 2 line of this. I make it with a border radius of the 50%, just make it like a circle as you can see it. We're gonna create this for it, and don't worry if you don't like this this line of this circle. We're gonna create a line. As you can see, this is next animation of this line. Nice line with the 3D of this CSS, like a sword coming from the top. As you can see, this is a beautiful animation that I just created with the CSS. Hope you get excited for this, okay? And also you're gonna create this menu with the CSS of this. As you can see it have a lot of work, but if you're not interested, just skip it, and you can just watch a 3D circle and you just skip this menu, okay? And before I just started this video, if you want to help me, as always, just make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and add a nice comment from my channel, okay? And know that our content is always free, so please help us to grow our business of this YouTube, guys, okay? So let's just start the video. Okay, so we're gonna start with this HTML of this, and then we go for the CSS, okay? And as you can see, I just added some little of this setting of this menu color, and this changing of this color of this motion and other thing. And you don't need to just add this because I added, and this is not a tutorial of this making this color changing and motion changing. I just make it very simple, just show you this is this. I just make it right here, changing in this color. So this is not our business, we just want to create this, guys, okay? So let's just do it, okay? So let me tell you what we need first. First, let me start with a menu, guys. So as you can see, just like I said in the first video, we're gonna create a menu. If you don't like it, just skip it. But let me just tell you what we need for this HTML of this menu, okay? So we're gonna create this menu. We're gonna add this menu click, and we're gonna add this menu BG of this icon, menu outline, okay? Now let me just add this new menu, which is when you use a click on this icon. As you can see, this is a menu. When you use a click on this, we're gonna show this new menu of this that have this second menu of this A, and I just added this almost over and almost leave. Just make it simple of this JavaScript for this, guys. We're gonna make it very simple to just when user want to hover it, just make it something new. So this is for the menu, and let me just add this menu page for this circle that we have a 9 circle of this background if you've seen the first video, okay? So just added this 9 circle of this, and the last thing we're gonna add this circle menu. We're just gonna add this icon hover of this. When user hover this home or courses, we're gonna show this icon for this home page, courses, for this plan, and for this content, okay? So this is for the menu. Now let's go to create this 3D circle. So for this 3D circle, I'm just gonna add it inside of this hero. As you can see, I created this header and the logo and this, just basic of this, just like always in my video. And just add this little bit of this color changing, and this is not important, but so anyway, We're gonna create this home page of this inside of this hero. We're gonna add this circle center. Let me just add a circle 3D. So we need a lot of div for this, a lot of class name. So let me just tell you what we need. Okay, let me add this circle 3D creating to create this span inside it. So I'm gonna add a 20 span for this guys. Okay, so we need at least a 40 span for this guys. So I'm just gonna make it this first of this div 20 of this, and the next div for this circle 3D creating 2, we're gonna add again 20 more, just make it 40. Okay, so we need at least a 40 span of this style of this eye to just make it like a circle. Okay, and just like I said, it's not circle, but just say this circle, it's not bad of this guys. We're just gonna make it. Okay, but yeah, at least we're gonna make it like a 3D of this CSS. Okay, so this is our circle first. What I'm gonna do, just just copy this and paste it very fast here again. So when you copy and paste it right here, I'm just gonna add this blur circle. As you can see, I added this bluish of this that keep changing of this color, and this keep changing of this animation. As you can see, just added this again, copy and paste it, just added this class name to just add the blur for this circle center. Okay, so yeah, this is the second one. Now let me just add this div one for this line. As you can see it guys. Okay, let me just add this line of this circle 3D line, and this circle 3D line, just like we created this creating, we're just gonna add this circle 3D line creating. Okay, now inside just add a 4 of this span. It's very simple, just need 4 of this. Okay, now let me just add this div 2 to just make sure to add this next one of this bigger one. Okay, let me just add this again, just copy and paste it, and just again make it 40. But we're just gonna make it this div 2, just make it a bigger, a scale up, and just make it resize it. Okay, so this is why I name it a div v2. If we don't like this, we're gonna make it a line of this sorted. Okay, so we just created this HTML. Now let's go for the CSS to just make it. Okay, so I have this HTML, I have this star HTML of this contrast. You can just add it for this, just make it a little bit simple of this. Just have it this h1 h3, which is we don't need it, so you can just delete it, it's up to you. But yeah, so we have this hero of this and his header of this. We have this background that, as you can see, this is it. Let me just open it live server to just see it. Okay, I just opened this live server. As you can see, we have this page of this color of this background, and overflow hidden, height, width, and header of this. Just a simple of this. Now let's just start it. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with this homepage. I'm gonna start with this homepage, guys. So let me just start it very fast. So let me just add this homepage. I'm gonna add this position absolute, top, left, and transform translate -50%, -50%. Just make sure it's center. Okay, let me add this width and the height. So I'm just gonna make it 700 pixel, 700 pixel. Okay, there we go. So this is our homepage. Now let's go to create this circle center. So let me just make it this circle that we want to create this 3D of this. I'm gonna, just like we name it in a HTML of this circle center of this, as you can see it, just make it some, let me just copy and paste this here. So let's just make it center of this. Okay, let's make it this width and the height 200 pixel. Okay, and let me add this margin 0 item, just in case if we need that. Okay, now let's just create this circle 3D, guys. So circle 3D of this circle 3D, let's just make it this. Again, I'm just gonna copy and paste it right here, this center, but let me add this 100% and height 100%, of course. And for this translate of this, I'm gonna first add this rotate of this 0 degree. Also, I'm gonna do this rotate X and rotate Y. Make it 0 degree and rotate Y. Now for this Y, I'm gonna make it 10 degree, -10 degree. Okay, and we're gonna add this animation. But as you can see, let me just add this animation to just not forget about this. I'm gonna make it this cube of this animation, guys, and let me make it 20 seconds is out, and let me make it infinite. Okay, so for now we're gonna not make it this animation because I want to create this circle 3D. Let's just make it this circle 3D of this creating, also circle 3D, circle 3D, creating two. I'm gonna add this position absolute top and the left, so let me just copy and paste this. Simple. I'm gonna add this width and the height also, and let me add this transform style, preserve 3D. Okay, now let's just make it this span of this, guys. So let's just make it circle. I'm gonna make it span also. I'm just gonna make it this span for this second one. Again, copy and paste this right here. Okay, let me add this transform of this rotate Y. Let's make it this calc of this 50 degree of this I. Translate Z 0 pixel of this. Okay, let me add a background for this. I'm gonna make it this 0. You can see, so this is it. But for now, let's just make a circle first. Border radius, make it circle. Okay, next, let me make it this box shadow for this, guys. So first box shadow, I'm just gonna make it this box shadow first one. I have a lot of box shadow for this, guys. 8, 9. Okay. So this is it, our circle, as you can see it. And for this, let me just make it this calc, change it this calc of this second one. I'm gonna make it this. Let me just copy and paste it, guys, to just show you. So for now, it's very simple. I'm just gonna make it this 8 degree. There we go. So now it's a circle, but with a line of this. Okay. Anyway, let me just show you very fast. What is the animation of this cube? Circle 3D. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a circle 3D. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me just show you very fast. So this is our circle. We're gonna make it this animation of this. It's not working, right? Yeah. So let me just fix this problem, because let me add this transform style also for this. Let me add a background transparent just in case, and yeah. Now I think it's working. There we go. So as you can see, now it's circle with you know, this line of this 440 line of this span I. It's not circle, but it's still, you can just make it like a circle. It's not bad to make it like this, I think. And let me just make it, just show you. So we're gonna make it this animation of this. It's nice, I think. Hope you guys like it this. Just like I said, it's not circle, but we're gonna make it with a line of this to just make sure it's have a more line to just, you know, make it like a circle. Okay, so basically it's not circle of this 3D CSS, but we make it like a this, you know, with this line of this circle. Okay, so let's just make it this animation of this cube. Okay, so we have 0%. Let me just make sure to copy and paste it for all of this. Okay, so now let's just copy paste this. I'm gonna tell you what we need for this changing. So let me just change this. Let me add this. Okay, now for this 20%, we're gonna change this to 35 degree. Also, I'm just gonna change this to minus 60% of this translate. Okay, now for the next one, we're gonna add this minus 20%. We're gonna add this minus 20 degree, and this be minus 55%. Okay, now again, just copy, paste it, just copy, paste it right here, and again just copy paste it, this is the last one right here. So this is a very basic of this animation that I just created right here. It's not like, you know, changing, it's not like this crazy animation. Just make it very simple, this animation, guys. You can just make your own animation, but I want to be like this simple animation of this. Also, let me just make sure to add this brightness of this, guys. So let me add this animation of this. Let me name it Bree 5 second linear forwards infinite. Now for the keyframes of this filter, brightness it's 1 as a default. Now for the second one, we make it 2. Okay. Now as you can see, we have a nice brightness. Now I have other box shadow for this, guys. Let me just show you very fast. So I have this box shadow. Let me just show you very fast, guys. So this is a first one. As you can see, this is we have a lot of, you know, from the top. And let me just show you inside of this inspect to just show you the detail of this box shadow. it's like onion, but you know, it's have a lot of detail of this the box shadow. Just to mention this, it have this, you know, it have this, but this is this. Let me just show you. So it's have this, you know, in the top of this to just cover this line, as you can see it. But yeah, so this is the next one of this box shadow, and this is a third one of this box shadow. If you don't like it, this is for the purple one, as you can see, that inside it, inside have this nice light, as you can see, with that it's glowing up with this animation of this brightness that we just created right here. You can see. If you like it of this third one, just pause it and just type it. But if you don't like it, let's just make it very simple of this. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick with this simple of this dark of this dark side of this circle. So we're gonna start with this. Okay. Now, if you remember, guys, we have this blue color of blue circle. I'm sorry, we have a blue circle. Let's just make it right here of this blue circle. I'm just gonna add really simple filter blue 30 pixel. Also, I'm gonna add this brightness. Just make sure to add more brightness inside it. The index be -6 and animation. No, there we go. So this is our blur, as you can see, guys. Okay, so we just created this blur circle. Now let's go for creating this line. Okay, so now for this creating this line, let me just copy and paste it. It's the same of this process. Let me just make sure to add a comment. Okay, so let me name it this line creating. Guys, let me also just copy this circle center and with this circle 3D. Just not forget about that for this line. So I'm just gonna copy paste it right here. Do this. Let's name it this circle line, just like we name it right here of these guys. Okay, and for this circle 3D line, circle 3D line. Okay, for this we don't need to change anything. I think let me just make it this z index -5. I'm just gonna make it this first one. I'm just gonna make it this 20% of this top and 63% of this left. Okay, and we're gonna create this new animation for this guy, so don't worry about that. But for now, let me make it this 83 degree, and for other, let me just make it this 0 degree. Okay, push and absolute. Okay, but okay, we have this background. Okay, now let's just change this animation to circle card. Okay, I'm just gonna name it very simple, circle card is. I'm gonna name it, okay, is forwards infinite. To this is 0%, and let me add this 100% also. I'm just gonna make it this 100%. Copy paste it. I'm gonna tell you what we need for this. It's 95 degree. And also I just forgot about this div 1p of this and div 2. So let me just make it very quick. Height, position absolute, top 50%, left 20%. Transform, translate, and -50%. Let me add this scale up to just make it big for this first one. Okay, now for this, guys, so we don't need this. Let me just make it this very quick. Line creating of this span. We have a power position, top left. We don't need to change it this, but let's just make it this calc 90 degree. Okay, translate be 0 pixel. No need to change it. Let's turn off this box shadow and the background, guys. So I'm just gonna make it this onset. I'm sorry, onset default. We don't have any box shadow on the background. Onset, okay. So instead of that, I'm just gonna make it this border 2 pixels solid, and let's make it this of this color. Okay. Let me add this height and the width 150%. Okay. Let me make it this border radius. I have a border radius. As you can see, we just make it this, but I'm just gonna change this color, change this animation. Just stick with me, guys. So filter, let's make it this drop shadow. I'm gonna add this a little bit of this 0 pixel. As you can see, this is really simple of this box shadow. Really simple of this filter drop shadow, guys. And just in case, guys, if you want to know why I add this drop shadow, let me just show you very fast. So if I just add this box shadow, you can see we're gonna have this background also inside of this box shadow, guys. But we don't need that. So instead of that, I'm just gonna make it this filter drop shadow. Just very simple of this. Also, let me just make it this left to have more detail. Here we go. As you can see, nice detail of this. Okay. Let me also add this div 2. As you can see, we have a div 2 of this. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it right here. I'm gonna make it this left 40%. And for this scale up, I'm gonna make it this 2 2 2 2 2. Okay, so this is our circle depth v2. Okay, depth v2, here we go. Now let's just make it this circle creating of this depth v2. Just change it this. I'm gonna make it this border instead of border left. I'm gonna make it this solid, and I'm gonna make it this of this. Okay, also I'm just gonna copy and paste it for this second one. I'm gonna make it this drop shadow also again, drop shadow again, and for this let me just make it this 5 pixels. So here we go. So this is our depth v2 and this is our depth v1. Okay, now let's just create this animation of this. As you can see, this is not good for this, guys. So let me first change it this. So I'm just gonna make it 2 of this. First one for the depth v1. You know what, let's just make it right there. Okay, let me add it right here. Okay, let me add this depth v1 to just not change anything. So for this depth v1 first one, I'm just gonna make it this 20% and the left 25%. Okay, now for this animation, I'm gonna add this rotating one, and let's make it this 10 seconds is in out. Okay, let me add the forwards infinite. Now for the second one, just copy paste it for the second depth v2, depth v2. Okay, let's make it this rotate 2. Top B is 0% and the left B 25%, the same of this. So for this rotating one, I'm just gonna make it this. I'm just gonna make it this 20 degree, minus 20 degree, 10 degree, 0 degree, and this is the same of this. Okay, now for the second one, I'm just gonna make it 20 degree minus and 170 degree, and let's make it this 0%. Okay, now again just copy paste it. Just copy this 0% and paste it right here. There we go. So this is our first line, as you can see it. Nice. Rotating 2. So now let me just go first. Let me just say this. I think I just make a mistake to just create this. Sorry for this, guys. Let me just change it this rotating of this, guys. Rotating 2. Let me just make it. Let me just make it this minus 70 degree. Minus 70 degree, and I'm gonna make it this minus 170 degree of this. Okay, let me make it this 40 degree and this 40 degree of this. Okay, yeah, let me add this minus 60% and this minus 25%. So I think this is it. Now let's just see it. Here we go. So this is better now. As you can see, we have this animation of this rotating 2. Okay, now if you don't like this animation, let's go to create this line. Okay, so this is for the for the sword one. If you don't like this line, so let me just turn off this, guys. So we don't need this. Let me just turn off. So we have this new one, which is this is a sword one, as you can see it coming from the top of this. I'm just gonna show this code, guys, really fast. So as you can see, this is a nice animation of this, guys. Just turn off this the circle line of this that we just make it, and we're gonna add this circle line span of this, guys. Just really simple. Just copy and paste it very fast. So this is our top 0, left 0. Just make sure to add this background onset, and just we're gonna make it this before for this, guys, instead of that. And as you can see, we just make it this of this. Okay, this is our animation of this rotate of this line. Just make it this rotate minus 360 degree of this, guys. Really simple. Just possibly just tap it really fast if you like this animation more than that, as you can see it. Okay, so we have this nice animation, guys, we just created. And if I just want to show you very fast, okay, here we go. So as you can see, so again for the last view, you can see we have this nice animation, and the real animation of this, guys. And the real animation of this, guys, this is a rotate line that we're just gonna add this rotate for this, guys, if you can see. So we're just gonna add a new rotate for this, guys, and after that we're gonna make it this before. Just make it this line with this box shadow and the background. Just make sure to add this height, and if you want to add the more, you can add the more to rest size of this. You can see we have rest size of this. Make it like this. You can decrease it if you can increase it if you like it. And yeah, just to make sure, change this step, and if you can add this width of this, you can open it. But let's just make it this 3 3 pixels of this guys. Okay, anyway, so yeah, this is the whole of this guys. Now this is the whole of this 3D guys. Hope you guys like it. And I know I just copy and paste very fast, just just added this real animation of this guys. And if you want, you can make it this, just to show you very fast, you can just make it a little less of this rotate, or you can make it this 100 I'm sorry, and you can make it this right there. And you can see we have this new animation of this translate Z, as you can see it guys. You can add more animation for the line of this guys if you like it, but I just make it very simple. You can make it this also. We get this animation of this square, nice. Also you can change it this calc, as you can see. Let me just show you real fast. You can see we just make it this calc of this. It's the circle line that we have this eye. We can just change it this calc, but I'm just gonna make it as a default. Okay, now the next is creating this menu. If you don't like it, just skip it. And yeah, this is the whole video of this creating 3D. But yeah, this is the whole of this 3D of this circle and this 3D of this line of this. Hope you guys like it. Okay, so let's go for the menu of this CSS. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with this circle one. Just make it this background for this guys. So I'm just gonna make it the content empty, width and the height. I'm gonna make it very fast. Okay, let me add this background and the box shadow. So let me just copy and paste it very fast. So this is our background and the box shadow guys, and you don't see it for now. So yeah, this is our background and the box shadow. Let me add this position absolute top, absolute top. For now, I'm just gonna create it, but after we just created this menu of this JavaScript, we're just gonna show it. Okay, so transform translate 50% minus 50%. Just make sure that this border radius also make it circle. Okay, so yeah, this is first circle. Just copy and paste it. Circle one, you can see. So this is our circle. Let's just make it this circle 2, 3 of this, 4, 5. And 6. You can add it inside of this circle, 2, 3, 4, but let's just make it this, because I'm just gonna change it this width and the height for this guys. So for the second one, I'm just gonna change it this box shadow guys, little bit of this guys, and also I'm just gonna change it this width and the height, and just type it, just pause it and just type it. Just make sure to not miss anything else. Okay, so this is a circle 2 of this. Let's just make it this top. This 6% of this. Let me add this is index minus 1. Okay, so you can see we added this is index minus 1. Okay, now for the third one, let's make it this. Okay, big one of this. I'm just gonna change it this top, and this be 46%. Okay, also the index minus 1. Nice. Let me just change it this top, and I'm gonna make it down. Sorry, I'm gonna make it 53%. Sorry for this guys. Let's make it this 37. Okay, and let me just make sure to change this little bit. So you know what, let me just copy and paste it to just change it very fast for the third one. So this is our third one of this box shadow guys. Just pause it and just type it very fast. This is our third one, as you can see, and this is our box shadow, this third one. And now for the fourth one, we have a little circle of this. So I'm just gonna make it a very circle of this small circle. Just make sure to add this top of this and of this left. Okay, let me just change it this border box shadow. This is our box shadow guys. Just pause it and just type it very fast. Okay, so this is our circle 4. Let me just turn off this circle animation guys. Sorry for this guys. Let me just turn off to see it. So for now we can see it because the menu it's not created. Okay, we're just gonna create it very fast. Okay, so this is our fourth one. I'm just gonna copy paste it again, copy paste this box shadow again, paste it here, the same of this, but we're just gonna change it this left 34%. Okay, there we go. Now for the sixth one, for the last one, I'm just gonna make it this bigger one of this. I'm gonna make it this. Okay, I'm just gonna change this box shadow. Okay, so this is our sixth one. This box shadow guys, just pause when you just type it very fast. And this is the index minus 3 There we go. And let me just change this top and the left, guys. 48% gain. Okay. Let me just, I think I have a 7-1. Yeah, we have a 7-8-9. Okay. Let me just make again copy, let me just copy this, paste it very fast. For the 7, I'm just gonna make it a little bigger. Just gonna make it this, okay. Should be this, guys. Just copy and paste it. This is a bigger one of this, okay. Top 50% and the left percent of this, okay. This index -4. There we go. This is the last one. Now let's just create this small one. I'm gonna make it this 65 pixel. Also, I'm just gonna change this box shadow, guys, and make it this 4 pixel. Now it's good, okay. Now let's just change this top to 65%, 131%. Okay, there we go. Now let's just create this last one, 100% of this width and the height, okay. And I'm gonna this top and the left 85%. Also the border this be same of this, and let me just change this to minus of this, okay. There we go. So this is our circle 9. Now let's just create this menu, guys. So I'm just gonna make it very fast. Let me add this transition for our JavaScript. It's in and 2 seconds for the late of this, okay. Now let me add this setting, my display flex and gap 25 pixels. Okay, so now let me add this menu click of this. I'm gonna make it again, just copy paste this. Now for this menu BG and the menu icon, menu BG, menu icon for this, okay. Let me add this, what, let me just copy paste it very fast. Menu icon and this font size, font weight 500, and the color font, okay. Cursor pointer, transition, okay, padding 20 pixel. There you go. Let me add this margin 0 auto, display block, okay, and this index 1, okay. There you go. Now let's just go for the second menu, guys. So second menu, I'm just gonna make it this display flex, and I'm gonna make it this gap, position absolute, and let me add this bottom -10%, left 50%, transform, translate x -50%, okay. The index 2 position is out, okay, and the opacity is 0. Okay, so this is our second one, guys. Now let me just make it this before for this, guys. Just make sure to have all of this, okay. Let me add this content empty and the position be absolute. Let me add top 50%, just make sure that is the index 1, and transition. Let me add this out, yep. Let me add this background. Now this is our second menu, and let me just make sure to add this width and the height for this before. So I'm just gonna make it this width 0%, and the height of this before, just make it this 2 pixels. So basically it's a line of this, guys. We're just gonna make it, okay. Now let me just add this second menu of this A. Let me add this padding 7 pixel, 25 pixel, and the margin 0. Let me get this 10 pixel, okay. Let me add text decoration be on, color be white, okay. Let me add this position relative. Let me add this index 1, transition in, okay. Let me add this font size of this, and the text align center. Okay, now let's just create this before very fast, guys, to just go for the next. Copy paste it, just go and change anything. So width and height be a 35 pixel, just to make it this square for this, guys, okay. Let me add this background on the box shadow. I'm gonna add this background on the box shadow, guys. So I'll just copy and paste it very fast. Just copy from this and paste it from the circle of this. Just a little bit change of this, guys. A little bit of this instead of this, guys. We're just gonna change it very fast. Okay, we can see it because it's circle. Okay, let me just add this. Now, before to just make it this, let me just make sure to add this menu active, guys. Okay, so if you can see, I just added this menu active. Just make sure to add this menu click and this menu. So I have this menu of this menu click and the miss menu. just call it in your JavaScript, guys, and add this menu active. Okay, just add this and just ignore this, guys, because it's from this color of this changing of this, guys. You don't need to add this, guys. It's my reset of this, guys. Okay, this is not our tutorial, guys. We want to just create this menu. Okay, so just ignore this, guys, just ignore it, but just add this active. Okay, anyway, so let's just go back and add this menu active. After you created this menu active, I'm gonna add this menu click of this. First, let me just add this position active. Okay, also let me add this index too. Okay, now let me just copy and paste it for the second menu. I'm gonna add this opacity one, and I'm gonna add this button 5%. Okay, and the transition of this is, and I'm gonna make this 6 seconds for the transition delay of this. Okay, now menu active, the second menu A before of this, I'm gonna add this translate, and also I'm just gonna make it this. Let me just show you. I'm gonna this rotate for this, guys. Just make sure to add this 45 degree, and for the transition, let me add this 1.5 second is out, 7 seconds. Okay, also let me just add this border radius 5 pixels. Okay, guys, now let's just hide this. So we have a new menu. If you remember, I added this new menu, just added this position absolute and top 0 left 0, and the height be 100 vh. Okay, width be 100%. Let me add translate, translate scale x 0 also, and I'm gonna add this transition second is. Okay, as you can see, we have this animation. I'm just gonna show you how to do it. So now let's just make it this new menu of this menu active. So menu active of this new menu, I'm gonna add this scale x1 first, just like I said, scale x p1. Okay, let me add this background also. Okay, so as you can see, we have this animation. For now, I'm just gonna make it, but yeah, here we go. I think now it's better because I just zoom in. Okay, we have this. I need to fix this problem. Sorry for this, guys. So for now, just stick with me. Okay. Anyway, so what we have also, I have the circle menu and icon hover. So let's just make it this icon hover, guys. So for this icon hover 1 and icon hover 2, 3, I'm just gonna make it very fast. 2, 3, and the 4, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just make it this center position absolute, top, left, and the transform translate, transform minus 50%, minus. Okay, let's just make it this opacity 0. Also, I'm just gonna make it this ion icon of this. Just resize this ion icon, and just make it this font size. Let's make it 10 rem, font weight 500, and color. Okay, and let me add this cursor pointer and the padding the index 1. Okay, now let me just fix this menu page of this circle, guys. As you can see, we have a problem of this. Let's just fix this problem. So let's just call it here first. Let me just fix this problem first. So menu page, I'm just gonna add this again, just gonna copy paste it, just make it center. Okay, I'm gonna add this width, height, and the transition of this is out. Okay, there we go. Now let me just add this circle 1, circle 2, circle 3 until we have a 9 of this. So let's just make it this circle 1. I want to add this scale. Okay, just stick with me. I'm just gonna tell you what we need for this. So let me just make it this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Make it this transform of this. Make it scale 0, guys. Make it scale 0 of this, guys. Scale is 0. Also, I'm just gonna make it this transition. Just make it a little bit, transition delay of this. Let's just make it this menu active. I'm gonna add this cubic base here. So for now, let me just add this transform of this. Just make sure to add this scale of this 5. I'm just gonna explain it. Just stick with me, guys. Okay. I'm gonna add this width and the height. So let me just make it this and the height. Also, I'm just gonna add this transition for the length of this, guys. Okay. So 2/7 second cubic base of this 0.7. Okay, this one. And for transition delay, I'm gonna add this. Okay. Okay, for now you can see for now you can see the circle is we have this scale 0. So let's just fix this problem. So let's just go copy, paste it right here, and add this menu active for this guys. So for the first one, just add this, make it scale 1, the same of this, but we're gonna change this transition guys. So for this circle 1, I'm just gonna add this 1.5 second. The cubic width, let me just change this cubic width of this. So I'm just gonna make it this minus 70, 50, 50, okay, 55, 93, and for this make it this 0.08. okay, so this is our cubic width of the first of this circle. Okay, now to just show you very fast, you can see this is our call, and you can see just resize it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how to do it very fast. Okay, so let's just continue. Circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, circle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 6, 7, 8. Okay, for the second one, I'm just gonna make it this 1 second of this transition delay. Okay, make it this 2 second. You need to change it again. For this, make it this 1 second of this third one. Nice. And now for the fourth one, let me just use this is instead of the cubic width guys. Okay, transition delay be a 2.5 second of this. Again, I'm just gonna copy paste it for the 5 one. And now for the 6 one is 0.5 second. Okay, and this 2 second, the same of this cubic width here. Also this 0.5 second of this 2 second. And for this 8 one, I'm just gonna make it again, copy paste it. And again for the 9 one, I'm just gonna copy paste it again. So let's just see it very fast guys. So this is how to create this, and I'm gonna explain how to do it. You can see it's gonna zoom out. Okay, so let's just tell you what I did. Okay, so first you can see we have this menu page. Okay, we have this transform translate. We don't have any scale, but when you activate this menu page, we're gonna make it 0.5. As you can see, just scale up this circle. If I just show you very fast, let me just show you very fast. You can see for now it's 1, and you can see it's not gonna resize anything guys. Okay, but if I just make it this 0.5, it's gonna resize it to 0.5. There we go. You can see it's resized this. There we go. Okay, and yeah, and I added this transition delay, which is the transition delay after 3 second. This animation of this scale started, just like I told you in my previous video of this. This is a transition delay after 1.5 second or after 3.5 second. It's gonna start this animation of this cubic width here. Just resize this of this circle. Okay, and we're gonna make it this circle 1 scale 1, just like we added, but we're gonna change this transition with this new cubic width here. And I'm gonna add this transition delay. This is the first one, 1.5 second, 1 second, 1 second. This is for the circle, small circle 1. This is a small circle. Okay, again we're gonna change this 0.5 second, 0.5 second, and we're gonna make it this beautiful animation. Just to show very fast, you can see we have this nice animation, and it's gonna resize anything. Again, let's just show it. It's gonna open up. There we go. Every circle have a nice animation with this transition delay. This transition delay. Okay. Anyway, let's just continue, guys. Okay, our next step is, let me just fix this problem. I think I just forget about this. Let me just add this menu page. So I'm just gonna add a new animation for this menu page. So we have so you can see we have this menu page of this animation, which is of this scale of this. Let me just add this rotate of this 90 degree, and as a default it becomes a 0 degree in a menu active. Okay, so let me just show you very fast. There we go. We have a new animation. It's gonna, as a default, go for the 0 degree. Okay, so let me just go for the hover of this. So I want, when you use a hover this, it's gonna show this icon with a nice animation if you've seen the first video. Okay, so let's just do it, but first let me just make it this app.js. Let's just make it for this, guys. Okay, so in JavaScript, guys, let me just show you. So I just added this almost over of this add 1, add 2, add 3. when user hover this, it's gonna add this function of this add 4 and add 4 and add 2, and on most leave remove 1, remove 2, remove 3. Or you can also add this ID for this guys to add event lesson inside it to just make it like a click. But I want to just finish it very fast. So I'm just gonna do it very fast, make it very quick, because I think this video it's take a time for this guys. Sorry for this, my bad. I'm just gonna just gonna finish it very fast, but I'm just gonna explain it. So let me just call this menu page of this circle the host as the boss of this circle. Okay, we're gonna call it right here. I'm gonna make it this icon hover, which is the first one that we have with this. Okay, the second one, third one, and the fourth one. And we're gonna call this function of this add one. We're gonna add this menu page toggle. We're gonna add this shower hover one, and I'm gonna this menu page of this remove the first one. Okay, I'm gonna explain what it is, and I'm gonna explain it in a CSS, so don't worry, just add it for now. Just pause it and just type it. Next is add this icon hover one, style opacity be1, because we just hide it, and we're gonna add this transition of this cubic bezier. Just pause it and just type it. Now for this remove, we're gonna remove this hover one. We're gonna add this toggle of this show hover to remove it. Okay, and I'm gonna this icon hover style again, just make it as a sample of this. Okay, now just copy and paste it for the second one and the third one. Okay, just change this to show hover 2, and the show hover 2 change it, and show hover 3 for the add the 3, show hover 3, and add a 4, change this to 4, and this 4. Okay, if we add this, let's go back for the menu. Okay, so as you can see, if we go for this, let me just show you very fast, guys. So let's go for the inspect of this. So let's go for this menu page. You can see we have this hover of this. You can see we have this show hover. Okay, so it's working off this JavaScript, and it's working off this. Okay, everything looks fine, nice. So let's just create it. So first let's just start with this show hover. I'm gonna add this menu active of this menu page show hover one of the first one of this. Okay, let's add this. So let me just add this width and the height be 0 pixel, and add this translate and this rotate. Just add the rotate for this menu page, and add this transition of this width, transition for this guys, and transition for this height, and the transition for this transform. We're gonna add this transition delay for this 2 seconds of this height, 0.2 seconds for this width, and 1.2 seconds for this transform. I just need that, just add it for this transition, guys. And just in case to show you very fast, you can see it's the animation, it's working. Now maybe you have a question why I add this width 0 pixel and the height 0 pixel. So let me just show you very fast. As you can see, we have this width and the height. So if I just make it this 0 pixel and make it this 0 pixel, okay, you can see it's just gonna go straight up and make it circle in a point of this circle. This is my trick and how I just created this beautiful this beautiful CSS. I know this is really tricky of this. It's really hard to understand it. It's just need a knowledge of this CSS. So yeah, this is how I just created. Just make it this 0 pixel. Just gonna make it this working. Okay, you can see it's gonna resize it and make it to the point. This is the height going to the center. Okay, now just add this 0 pixel, and we get this animation. So, and also I just remove this scale 0.5. If you remember, we added this 0.5. You're gonna move it to a scale 0.1. Just make sure to add the scale. Oh, you don't need to add the scale because it's gonna, as a default, it's gonna add this scale one. Okay. Anyway, let's just go for the next one. I'm gonna add this show hover 2. Just copy and paste this width and the height. I'm gonna add this transition. I'm gonna add this transform translate 180 degree, and add this transition again. Just copy paste it very fast. Okay, now let's just try for the next one that have this rotate 180 degree. A very nice animation. You can see it's now 180 degree of this menu of this, and you can see this icon show it. Very nice. Okay, now let's just add this third one. Again, copy paste it. We're gonna add this 270 degree and this transition again. Just copy paste it. Okay. Fourth one, again copy paste it. Just make it this 360 degree. Now let's just add this remove hover of this show hover remove one. I'm gonna add this menu active menu page show hover one. Call all of this menu. Okay, and add this circle 9, the last circle, and add this transform, translate, make it big, scale 3, okay, and add this transition for this transform of this, okay. Just copy from this cubic page of this top and just paste it and make it this 1 second and 2.6 seconds for the transition delay, okay. Now it's bigger. If I just want to show you, you can see it's bigger right now. There we go. Now let's just remove this hover of this. So let's just make it this first one. I'm just gonna make it this width and the height. The same default of this width and the height. I'm gonna add this and add this scale 0.5. Just make it as a normal. The same of this and just make it this and make up this transition. Just go back to the same, okay? Okay, so this is our first one. So let's just copy and paste it and just make it this remove 1, remove 2, remove 3, remove 4. Make it this scale 1 of this instead of 3 and this transition, okay. Okay, so this is all you need for this, guys, and no need to add more of this show hover to show remove a show hover 2 or 3. I just forget about that, sorry for this, guys. So you can see now it's working all fine, very good. You can see it's go back for the same one. Let me just show you. It's nice working, very beautiful. So yeah, this is a trick how to create this, you know, this menu of this circle. I just zoom out, sorry, but we need to fix this hover of this menu active and this, yeah, let me just fix this. So let me just fix this problem, sorry for this, guys. Menu active, okay. Also the line, where is the line? Okay, there we go, it's now square. Now for the line of this, let me just copy and paste it. Here we go. So we gonna add this width. If you see, we have this width at 0% of this before. We're gonna make it 110%, and we're gonna add this transition of this. So let's just see it for the last one. Okay, let me just active this. Sorry for this, guys. Let me just active this. My bad. Okay, so let's see it. Here we go. So we have this beautiful, and we have this menu that we just created. Hope you guys learn anything from this. So if I just make it quick because I want just finish this video very fast. It's take a time for this, my bad, okay. But you can see we just created this line and we have this nice animation of this hover. Just add this width 0%, just add the width 0 pixel and the height 0 pixel. It's gonna work, okay. Let's change this color to have a nice view. So let's just make it a little bit dark and make it this. Let's just see it for this circle. As you can see, it's not bad. Just make it green. So I'm just gonna make it green, purple of this. Yeah, let's just make it green. I'm just gonna make it this, okay. So yeah, this is how to create this circle, as you can see, guys. Hope you guys like it and hope you guys learn anything from this. I'm sorry if I just make it too much time for this creating this. Hope you guys like it and hope you guys love this 3D and this menu of this. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, guys, as always, and add a comment. Tell me what you need to create for the next my project, okay. So yeah, this is the whole of this video, and I will see you in the next video, guys. And for the next video, guys, we're gonna create this website builder of this simple website builder of this Laravel, guys. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Hope you guys ready for this, okay. I see you in the next video, guys.